my loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah. Today we're going to talk about why you should celebrate ancient festivals and why this is like exactly what you need in your life. Why it's like it's the right magic, it's the right amount of nature, connection, and it really makes life fun and it's not that hard. It's not hard work. You're going to level up your life, yeah? You're going to level up your life. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to talk about 3 main reasons why you should celebrate ancient festivals. And when I mean ancient, I'm kind of talking about primal, your primal self, right? Getting in touch with our primal selves. This is really important for us. This is what's making us, it's going to make us powerful warriors and sensual priestesses. So, why we should celebrate ancient festivals. Number 1, I wrote these in my phone. Let me just see if I've got them. I want to make sure I've got them right. Okay, so number 1, they are portals. They are portals. There's all portals we can go through daily life. You know, you see a little almost like a little doorway in some nature, you know, and you walk through it, you've gone through a portal, you know, looking at the stars as a portal. Meeting someone and talking to them and having a really deep connection or having a really fun connection, that's a portal, right? But like big portals are ancient festivals. And the ones I'm really talking about are the equinoxes and the solstice. This is already a thing, you know, people are celebrating this. It's on social media. People do run festivals for them. They say happy winter solstice, happy summer solstice and so forth. But they're portals. So celebrating them is like, by celebrating them and by getting out in them, they're giving you code lines. They're giving you codes. You know, this is how we go through portals and our frequency goes up and our timelines go up. However you want to see that, you know, you move into a new space where you're more yourself. You feel more authentic. You feel more confident. These are timelines. You know what I mean? You're able to really do what you love. This is what I mean when I go up timelines. So, you know, the summer solstice, it's the longest day and the shortest night. So it's like real codes there. The longest day, the longest time the sun shines his light. The winter solstice, obviously, it's the longest night. It's like these plays of masculine and feminine, light and dark. You know, they're always, so one's pulling out for a little bit more time and the other one's pulling back, and then the other one pulls more and the other one pulls back. And then you've got the equinoxes, the autumn and spring equinoxes, which is equal day, equal night. It's just so beautiful. It's like all year round. There's this little tug and war, you know, it's push and pull. And then twice a year, they become perfectly balanced. It's the most beautiful magic and energy. So it's like if you're celebrating that, you're pulling that energy in, yeah? And what do I mean by celebrating? So I mean marking it on a calendar, because that's what our celebrations are, right? You know, when I had my son, I really wanted to have our own celebrations that weren't necessarily the traditional ones. So like Easter, Christmas, New Year's Eve, in the Western world, in a Christian progression. You know, that's kind of our past. But they just don't resonate with me. I think I wanted more seasonal festivals. So, and when I had Ra, I really wanted more of that. I wanted us to be a celebratory family that were always having these festives, you know, but not necessarily when they told us we could celebrate, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we've really started celebrating them. So we write them on our calendar and then we do something special for them. So for instance, we might arrange that our son goes to my mother's house overnight and Josh and I celebrate. We're in winter now, like this is where we are, you know, we're in really cold, bitter, gripping winter. But we celebrate that. So like just going out on something like that or just doing something special, doing something you wouldn't do, you know. We want to bring Ryan into the celebration. So it's like as he gets older, maybe, you know, we do something fun in the city or we all go out for dinner or we go away, you know what I mean? Like they're once a month, you can do whatever you want, but it's just once a month and it's a beautiful celebration. Like last night, it was like, we had the full moon a couple of days ago, but it's a Friday, so we just timed it up around that time and it's like the full moon's out, man, and she's like in full blossom. She's in full abundance, you know what I mean? And she draws you in and it's like, we're like, hey girl, we're celebrating you tonight, you know, we're celebrating with you tonight, you know? So it's a portal because you're listening to nature and you're celebrating those cycles. Okay, it's autumn, it's harvest time now, we're saying goodbye to summer and we're coming into winter. Okay, let's celebrate. It's like you're syncing up. And if you're syncing up with nature, the mother, the home, you're going to level up, right? 2, it'll connect you to nature like nothing else. This is like a really big missing element in our lives. The reason why it's tied to everything. The lack of natural world in our lives it's consistent with mental health and high stress. And nature, it's really beautiful, but like most of us live in the cities because we have to live in the cities because of work and things. The list is endless. But there's a way that if you celebrate these ancient festivals, then you connect with nature. You connect with nature. So like I'm saying, obviously the equinoxes and the solstice, obviously you're connecting with nature because you're like watching it go through. You're like, oh, now everything's starting to like die and go back to seed in the winter. And it's like, so you take that on as well, so you feel one with nature. And then like the full moon, celebrating the full moon, it's like, that's just such a primal celebration to go back to celebrating the moon. It's like taking you back to this primordial time when it was just like us and nature. Like there was nothing else in the way of that. It was just us and the other animals and the moon and the stars and the sky and the nighttime and the daytime and the heat and the winter. So it's going to connect you to nature. Like anything, man. And there's so many things you can celebrate. I mean, the equinoxes, the solstice, the full moons, these are really good ancient celebrations. But you can look heaps up, right? We also like to celebrate Mary Magdalene's feast day, which I have to check. I think it is the 21st of June. Actually, it'll be in my calendar. It is, that's the winter solstice. 22nd of July, the Mary Magdalene feast day, 22nd of July. So depending where you are, it's either full summer or winter. We're both powerful. And it's during which the Roman Catholic Church honours a woman. That is a very important day, yeah? The Roman Catholic Church honours a woman closely associated with the ministry of Jesus. You know what I mean? It's like, isn't it weird that you've never heard of Mary Magdalene Feast Day? Ancient festivals, yeah, they're going to connect you with nature like nothing else will, because you're celebrating it, you're honouring it. It's a big thing. A lot of our celebrations are kind of like, they've been a little bit honed towards celebrating materialism and consumerism, They're not holy altars to serve at, That's why we feel a bit empty, because we're disconnected to nature. And and that's why I'm saying, if we celebrate these ancient festivals again and we get back to our natural roots, they're portals. We're going to timeline up, and then they're going to connect us to nature like never before. And that's like the missing link, our connection to nature. It's really important. I can't emphasize that enough. But you have to be able to feel that to really understand that. And if you're in nature and you're making that effort, you'll see that. Number 3, why we should celebrate ancient festivals, is they reward you. They reward you in these really beautiful ways. So first of all, they reward you in a way that like we should be celebrating more. It's a very like Josh is okay. So get out.
See you later.
Number three is they reward you. So we very much live around a society that's very much like work, 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 work. Play hard, but play hard in a way that is very soul nourishing. It's not soul nourishing, It's a kind of a denial of self. It's a numbing. That's kind of what our play is. But if we're going to we should be celebrating more often, not just once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year. Pleasure and pain, they should be really equal. Pain shouldn't be more, and pleasure be this tiny little slither. But it rewards you because you invite more pleasure into your life, you invite more beauty in your life, you invite more presence in your life. These are beautiful things, right? This is what we're all searching for, even though we don't know we're searching for it. Pleasure, beauty, presence, time, nature, connection, code lines. These are beautiful things. So it rewards you in that way, which is big rewards. And it rewards you because you celebrate it, so it celebrates you. And I really believe this, right? If you're out there celebrating the full moon, you're like, hey girl, we're celebrating you. Hey sun, we celebrate you. We really celebrate the sun. The summer's beautiful. And if we're celebrating all the autumn goddess and the winter goddess and the spring goddess and the summer goddess, then they're going to celebrate you. You know, it's just like, that's just the way, that's the balance. It's like, I celebrate you, and then they celebrate you, and they do. They'll give you gifts in ways that you wouldn't expect. You know, recently it's like, I feel like I'm being showered by the universe. It's not always easy, and it's, you know, she showers me with suffering and grit and hard work and being strung out and tired and everything as well, because that's a gift. You know, it's all about how you look at it. But then she really showers me with love and money and wealth and abundance and dreams. And, you know, it's because I celebrate her. So it's going to reward you. It's going to reward you with the knowledges of these ancient histories, of this ancient connection with nature. And then it's going to reward you with celebrating you, rewarding you, celebrating you. So there it is, yeah. Why you should celebrate ancient festivals is because, one, they're portals. You're going to go up timelines, you're going to code up, they're going to give you information that you need to level up. They're going to connect you to nature like nothing else, yeah. We're removed from nature, and it's really who we are, it's what we come from, you know, so we have to connect back to that. 3, it's rewarding to you to celebrate ancient festivals, because I said it's all back to that. You know, you invite these code lines in, you invite these lessons, this wisdom, this knowledge, and she rewards you back. She celebrates you back, you know. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's sought to empower you and make you remember the magic and get excited by the magic in life, you know. Okay. See you again soon.